Hello and welcome to another stream here on Behance and YouTube. Hello, welcome. Wow, 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 wow. Alessandra said hi first to the chat, so gold star, Alessandra. Woo, 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 woo. And then we of course have Tara. We've got Ibrahim. Hello, and Rin and Junior. Hello. And of course the one, the only, the lovely Kendall Hotchkiss, who is our amazing mod today. And you can find her links down in the description. Go check her out. She's amazing. Everything. Motion designer, artiste, all the things. The clickety clack that you hear is Anthony Sims. He's here in spirit and in voice, but
I am a robot.
Once again, he is going through a hardcore month of work, so we get him just to chat with, not necessarily to read the chat or to
engage in any meaningful way.
Yeah, no, but you talk with me. And you're clickety clacking on your stuff, so just get used to that sound because we're gonna hear a lot of it. Just pretend you're being productive when you hear it, mechanical keyboard.
Speaking of being productive with us, if you were on Anna's Discord, you would have got the notification to grab your sketchbook because we're doing some studies today.
Ah!
Oh.
Yeah, that. I'm dying. Sorry, the captions are being finicky. OBS, more like, is being finicky. I don't know why they aren't showing up at the moment. They look like an inky black well. But once again, you can see my mouse on top of mine. Like, what? Why?
Oh, that happened last time.
But I assure you, on my screen, the words that I am saying out of my mouth are popping up on the screen. So it's OBS's fault. I am going to do some hardcore, probably reset of my computer this weekend, probably to try to clean some stuff up. And if that doesn't fix it, then we will just keep working on it.
I don't know if you should make any commitments this weekend.
Resetting my computer during the heat wave? Do you think it's
110 degrees? I don't even know if you should turn on your computer.
Honestly, true. But also, what else am I gonna do? My life is on this computer.
You charge your iPad and your laptop and call it good for however long that lasts.
Well, I mean, come on. I don't know what it's gonna be like this weekend. I've never experienced heat like what we're supposed to have.
Not for a long time.
There is a predicted 112 degrees Fahrenheit for Portland area on Sunday. I've been trying to get an air conditioner all day and have not a ton of luck. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be just so much fun. It's a sweat lodge, you know? Yeah. But also I was... I wanted to mention I'm going to be hosting Adobe Live on Monday and Tuesday with Sam Peterson. Get hyped. Whoop, whoop. So that'll be really fun in the heat, too.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope you get something sorted by then.
Well, we're trying.
Maybe
we're trying
you could
right
change
now,
your
but...
backdrop from it's a beautiful living room to just a swamp and be like, this is why I'm completely dripping.
It's the fashion to be dewy. It's supposed to be that you're glowing.
Dewy. That's charming.
Aw. Yeah, you're not sopping wet, you're dewy. Kendall says, everyone doing studies today. Yay! Rin says, you got this, Anthony. Yeah, that's right. Jake Green says, I'm finishing up the dragon coloring page right now. Anybody who's a part of my Patreon knows that I just put up a printable yesterday. When was that? A few days ago? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, something like that.
And Jake is a patron and he is coloring it. I am so excited to see it, hopefully, and I wish you all the fun in the world.
Jake, what was the color scheme you went with? Anna did sunset for hers, so can you give us a keyword for what to expect?
It's true. Alessandra says, maybe CC is on vacation, Anna. Lol. Yeah, I think we should all just take a vacation real quick. I would very much like that.
All I ever needed.
All I ever wanted. Oh wait, that was a different song than yours. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Okay, so this is the setup I'm going to show you guys today. So I have my Pinterest on the left. I want to take some Pinspiration. There we go. Haha, words. I want to look up some images, find something cool, and then do a study of it. That is basically just the idea for today, because that's literally all I felt like doing when I was thinking okay, you're not doing a stream, you're just drawing. What do you feel like drawing right now? And I was thinking, other than the book that I'm working on, which I can't work on stream, unfortunately, because EA, whatever. I want to just better my craft, and it honestly takes a lot of the pressure off having to think of things, because literally all you have to do is look at the image and suss out, what do I love about this and how can I replicate it? So, hey, Adobe Live is simulcasting us. Say hello, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony's. By the way, our captions are being weird today, so just know that. But hi, I'm Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator. This disembodied voice is my best friend Anthony Sims, who is currently working and also chatting with us. So thank you for. And feel free to say hi in the chat if you've never been here, especially, but also old friends, because you know this Behance community, it be poppin'. Biola O says thoughts are very unnecessary. Thoughts are very unnecessary
here in our stream.
Who needs brains when you can just draw them?
Safe.
I love it.
Right, is that the next part? What's the next part?
Safe in my...
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, we're all over the place, honestly. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, do you see this little kitten?
Oh, they're the same exact shape. Are there ducks or...
Yeah, they're little rubber duckies. Like,
that stuffed animal cat on the bed's pretty cute, too. That's kind of what they look like in real life.
There's so much cute stuff. I obviously follow a lot of art stuff on here, so you're going to see a lot of artists. And if you want to find my Pinterest, well, this is my homepage, so it's not necessarily what I've pinned. But anyways, if you want to find it, it's Anna Owen 18, I think. It's not something where I'm like super curated about it. Like, you'll find my wedding Pinterest board along next to a bunch of random children's book stuff. So like it's not for showing, but if you want to see it. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. So this is totally off of, oh, where'd it go? Why did you leave me? I don't know where it went. I clicked on it. Anyways, there was a teacup that was like an orange on the outside and the inside of it, and I felt like that was based off of one time on Pinterest we loved a bunch of the teapots that were like ceramic pieces of art. It was just amazing how much they could put into it, because sometimes it's like it's a head of cabbage or it's an orange, but then sometimes it's also like there's a frog, he lives in a stump, and that's what you're pouring your tea out of, and it's like, cool. What? Oh, amazing. By the way, let's see. Kendall says, this is the cover I didn't know I needed. Yeah, that's right. We covering songs here. Princess, let's see. Something about tomorrow, talking to Kendall. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kendall, for posting a link to my link. Also, Kendall, share a link to your Pinterest. I think that would be much more interesting for people. I think what I want to start with is something easy. Oh my gosh, this is... I just want to start with plants, I think. Just do generic plants, see what comes up.
Tis your way.
Tis my way. Ooh, you can learn how to propagate. Cut between the nodes.
Ew. Oh. Sammy got me a ginseng for my birthday, and I don't think it's very happy. I watered it earlier this morning, and my hand, like, brushed some of the leaves, and 7 of them fell off. 7? Exactly 7? Wow. I counted. Well, it seemed superfluous for what happened. Yeah, like it was dramatic. Like, I was turning the plant, and then it was like, oh, you've killed me. Ow. Ow. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to just do a study a little. This one, I really like the shape of the leaves and the colors. I believe this is a Monstera. And all I'm going to do is basically go through what I like about it. That's the way I do studies. It's not necessarily that I have to... Everything. I like everything about Monsteras. So yeah, I just want to pick out a few things, not necessarily like do full replication. In fact, I want to not replicate. I want to take something that is a highly complex like photo image and stylize it in a way that takes the essence of what I love about it and just pumps it up to 10, if that makes sense. Yeah, show us how it's done. I mean, I'm gonna try. This is not gonna be take something like that's already at a 10 and make it even more.
The question that will not be answered by me. No, I don't know. We'll see what we get. If we can pick up any like things, cool. I'll try to like
maybe the
suss things
variegation
out.
is differently colored on each leaf.
Don't flat. The variegation is slightly different on each leaf. Like,
No, I mean not just white, but like throw some orange and purple.
whoa,
Ooh.
multiple colors. Are
Ooh.
you? Motivoid, by the way, says, "Hey Anna, Anthony, Kendall, everyone, are you enjoying the silence yet?" Almost. Happy Thursday. That's the song we were singing. It's called "Enjoy the Silence," I believe, by Depeche Mode.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Little knowledge for your cranium. Rin says, "Blue Sky Clayworks, Anna. They do amazing teapots. If you've not seen them, I'm gonna write that down." Sky pot. Clayworks. There we go. Where did I get pot from? Blue Sky. Hey, that's our new song for Blue Sky. Clayworks. All right. Thank you so much, Rin. Greatly appreciated, always. Kendall says, just 16k plus pins on there. Cripes, Kendall. I live on Pinterest Hill. All right. So first I just want to get a general idea of some shapes. I haven't drawn it all today, so this is going to be my warm-up.
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? You always ask that question, and I'm like, I don't know.
You said you were working on a project, but obviously not today if you hadn't been drawing.
Oh, my entire morning pretty much was taken up by the hunt for air conditioning. Very fruitless, so I feel a little sour about that. Gosh, kid. But the project that I'm working on just got the cover approved, which is awesome, and they have only one note on spread 1 sketch, and then spread 2 sketch has a few notes that I haven't read yet. So you ever feel like you read an email and you're kind of like, I'll read the hard stuff later, but give me the easy stuff. So if they say approved, I'm like, good, now I know that. If they say notes, I'm like, I'll see that later.
I guess it depends on what I'm doing that day.
Of course. If you are working on it that day, then it's like, pay attention. But when I have a bad habit of like reading emails at the wrong time, where I'm just like, oh, it came in. I'm currently making lunch, but I'm gonna just glance at it, and then it's like it marks it as read.
Yeah.
And then I can forget it sometimes. Never to the point where like I have workarounds. I'm sure this is an ADHD thing.
What's the shorthand for ADHD? Hurry, go.
Take off a letter, which is the least important. The proportions, by the way, are just all over the place. I don't really care about the placement. That's not what I love about this image necessarily. But I just wanted to get some. Anywho, but yeah, ADHD folks can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is it. Like, I have workarounds for how my brain handles things, where it's like, oh, I know that I read emails at the wrong time because whenever they come in, I can't stop myself from opening.
Oh,
and so it's basically like...
It's like a present.
It's a present for me full of bad news. No.
I hate this gift.
It's not actually bad news. But,
yeah, your cover got approved.
I know, right? Woohoo. And that was after several rounds of notes, so it wasn't like one and done. But, anyway, so what I was saying is my foolproof way of doing it, or I guess Anna-proof way of doing it, is I always check my emails multiple times per day, so that, like, not just the ones that are marked unread. Like, I check all of, like, at least, like, 10 of the most recent emails, and I'm like, okay, so do I have anything I have to do for these? And I make sure I do them. Of course, this is, like, at the end of the day, and that's not necessarily when people want to get emails, so that's why you might get your reply, like, 8 a.m. tomorrow. All the time.
You get it when you get it. You could read it when you want to.
You get it. But yeah, that's...
I'm on board with that. I've got so many folders set up in my email account because that same reason of I'll open it to see what it says, and then I need to have a system of, like, what did that email say? So once I'm done with an email, I move it out of the inbox. But I could have like
Out
ones
of the
that have been
box.
opened sitting in there for a while. Just so that they
Gotcha.
stay
So it's
prominent.
like you have to manually get red, basically.
Yeah, kind of. It will just be opened as red in the inbox, but I know I'm not done with it because it's still in the inbox. I've got folders for every client that I work with. So there's like a Camp Grizzly one, a Happy Lucky one type of thing. Cool. And then I'll move them into their separate folders so that it's super easy to find any communications with whatever studio I'm working with.
Nice. That is like super organized. I'm just like,
only because I can't. Yeah, it's organized because it needs to be. Otherwise, I would lose track of it.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's kind of essential to have systems for yourself. That is, I guess, one of the things that I would recommend to, like, you know, I always think of like the opportunities to talk to students and stuff like that, or like younger artists who aren't like firmly established and freelance at all. Like those kind of tips I think are more important than a lot of the art ones. Whereas like you'll get better as an artist if you keep at it, but if you are disorganized continually and never work on it, it can. So finding ways to not like organize in the way that everybody else does, but the way that works with your brain. Super useful. So I like that method, Anthony.
You gotta. It's easy.
Okay, so I'm just going around and getting general shapes here of things. I really love the variegation on these guys. Variegation, by the way, is the white spots that you see on here. It's basically whenever a plant has like I believe it's any secondary color, but most of the time it's like a white or cream or silver, as we call it. And I just love it. I love it on all plants. Whenever I see them, I'm like, ooh, you're special. And if you know that, like, if you have variegated plants that you take care of, you probably know that some of the leaves do come out full green, and you're supposed to actually clip them when they come out green, or else more green will pop up and you'll actually lose the variegation. So you're basically like incentivizing the rarity. There you go.
Incentivizing.
Yeah, if you're leaving the green. If you're leaving the green on, then it's an incentive for more green. Because the only parts of the leaves that actually photosynthesize are the green parts.
I think it's more like threatening the plant as a whole. If you don't variegate, you'll end up like the greenies. Heads chopped off!
See this? Give me more white! But only a little.
But yeah, incentivizing is a nice way to put it. Even if it's a lie.
Alright, so I've locked the pixels of this guy. I'm gonna go in here and try to find this lovely lighter green that one leaf is. Good. Kinda close, but we need some variety of color. It's not just a flat one in there. What makes it so lovely is like a little bit of temperature shift. I love. So going a little bit cooler and a little bit darker. That Frieza's two brothers, cooler and darker.
How do you spell darker? Was cooler spelled differently than like Cooler, or was it?
Not believe. Not the expert.
Do you want to be?
I wanna be the very best.
You know that Dragon Ball Z song.
By the way, oh my gosh, so many. You guys are awesome. Okay, whoa. I'm catching up. I talked to you for 5 minutes, Anthony. I've lost a book.
Oh yeah, I know how it is.
Kendall says, also if you are hanging out in secret boards since they're NDA client inspo. Hey, secret on secret. Viola says, or Biola, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, let me know. Says, best friend stream rock. Yeah, that's right. That's our channel on Spotify.
We have a Spotify?
Kendall says, don't you know? I make a full board for every client project. That's amazing. Yeah, you're good at that. I should make a client board for my project right now. Kendall says, I just mark mine as unread when I need to remember them. Thinking. I open them too, Anna. It's hard to look at it. Even if it's 2 a.m. on a Saturday, I'll open that email spend the rest of the weekend thinking about it. Isn't it the worst?
So dumb.
Why are our
agree.
brains? Why? Oh man. Oh, Beulah says I use an app to delay response. It's like hint hint. I like that. Kendall says I miss Inbox by Google. It was the best one. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Anthony Jackson's in the chat. What's up? Saying, do you mark your emails as important or flag them? Oh, and you do that to too many of them. They lose their importance. Which I am, if you saw the first 10 emails in my inbox, they all have stars. Ugh. Kendall says, I do like that they put the mark unread in Gmail now, though. I use that constantly. Anthony says, hello, everyone. What a Wednesday. What a Wednesday indeed. It's already hot here.
Yeah. Nothing.
Motivoid says there is still plenty of green involved. Indeed, plenty. Friend says if there's any folk, if there are any,
Whoa,
if any of you
Rin,
folks
get
garden,
it together.
there is a fun plant called Mimosa pudica, aka the shy or sensitive plants that leaves respond to touch and will close if you gently them. I have seen gifts of them. Oh, so good. Moat says, what we need is reflected light, and there ain't so much green flowers. Green flowers, I know of hellebore, which is a winter flower plant, and its leaves, well, it depends on what variety you get, but the leaves can be green. Sorry, flowers can be green. Let's see. Kendall says, I will say the schedule and send feature has been my favorite thing. I'm so overheating. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you hot? Alessandra, I haven't checked out your Patreon yet. I need to. I'm sorry. Everything is cascading. I have a lot to do.
There's this feature on Gmail where you can send an email, but it doesn't actually send it. It gives you an undo feature for up to a minute, I think. And you change the time in settings. And I set it to 60 seconds because I've sent emails and I'm like, oh, there's a typo. I hate when I put a typo in an email.
Right.
Because I'll read through it right after I send it, even though I read it like 3 times before I send it anyway. But inevitably there's something. And I've used that undo feature a handful of times, and I feel like it's come in
and
clutch, I'll say.
Hey, how dare you? That's lovely. Yeah, I think those kind of things are exactly like knowing your brain. You know that you send and then look for the spelling things or reread whatever. I think that's pretty widespread. Like most human beings' brains work that way. But it's good to know about yourself. Jake says, I have touched that plant. It was so cool. I bet it is. Like, you're just like, it's like touching an anemone. Have you guys done that? Oh
wait, did Jake say what his color scheme was for the dragon?
Not that I saw, but also I missed a lot of chat probably. Kendall says, I used to have a friend with lots of Venus flytraps. Oh my gosh, have you listened to Marina's new album? Why be a wallflower? You could be a Venus flytrap.
It's a good one.
She was on Seth Meyers' show.
Aw, cute.
Kendall says, that's why I do schedule send, Anthony. Yeah, kind of giving you that delay between.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly the same.
Well,
I just do it because the undo feature. Because I don't really schedule it in advance.
Yeah, but if you schedule it, it still gives you that delay of like, okay, I just read it again. Rin says, right, Jake, I love it. I had one in my arm. It's also a weed that grows down here, but a family member accidentally murdered it the day after I found it. Oh no!
Accidentally murdered?
Accidental murder. Kendall says, it makes it look like it's sent, so my brain reads it differently and I catch all the typos. Absolutely. Like, it tastes different. Also good for anxiety. Ever send a cool email? Schedule it. Ask for more money? Schedule it. Oh my gosh. Ugh, just thinking about that makes
Schedule it.
Oh my gosh. CC is stuck on accidental murder as my last words.
Oh, those are my last words too.
Whoops. Okay, so are they our last words for a reason? Ooh. Oh no.
CC's mulling it over.
Mulligan. Okay, I want to bring some of the browns of this pot in. Cool. Not actually warm. But anyway.
Gosh.
Hey, I'm a brick. Get used to it. And Anthony's right. I just want to kind of take inspo from this, but also add like my colors that I want to it, while also taking inspiration from the colors of the photo, like right along this. You guys can't see. There's here you now you can wait no. I guess now you can see it. Sorry, a lot is going on. I was putting my mouse over OBS, being like, now you can see it. So along this edge, there's that lovely, like, yellowy and lighter green kind of coming up from here. And again, I think temperature shifts are so much of what makes things, like, look jellyish or, like, you want to eat them or something. I don't know. There's something about it that says to your brain, that good. Very good. So I'm gonna do that. I basically overdo it and then back a little.
Back.
And then I would love to use some atmospheric light to give a little sense of light, not necessarily like photorealistic like the has, but using usually like a lot of atmosphere, especially if you're outside, kind of colors things blue, like you're getting a little reflection of the sky. So I want to kind of add it wherever I want. And making it subtle like that, I think, makes it so it's not this overwhelming effect. Back a little further. Yeah. That's why I love mixing with brushes, where it's not like precious. The strokes that you put down aren't as precious then. Kind of use the strokes to get to where you want it to go. Alright, I want some deeper, darker colors, like in the... I'm gonna go super... Feel in from this. Darker still. Merging these layers, pixel locking. Get that really dramatic contrast. Also like having the dark top. I just don't like the white down there. It makes it... You know how I feel about gold! White gold. Alright, now I'm looking at this more than I am the reference, honestly. Thinking, okay, where do I want to change things? Add, take away. I really like the in between the whites and the greens. They have kind of like a gray-green patch. Something fascinating about variegation as well, and I think works especially well with this brush because it's got basically like it looks like the plant has been painted. So that's what I'm kind of trying to recreate here. Ooh, and we can do a little bit of that with the bit of alt. Lightening, graying. Also get some of that down here. Using some of the same colors far apart makes kind of ties the whole piece, like the color and the values together. Okay. One thing I want to play around the idea of adding, instead of just white, little off-white. Then I kind of want to add a background that is different from. This is very, very subtle, but you will see the effect. Ooh. Fun. Yeah, so that white back there.
Subtle.
Excuse me. Talking to me? You? Talking to me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I kind of want to add an extra leaf. Since we've done all this, like, like I gotta know the shapes. Kind of have a color palette. Much easier to kind of throw a leaf. Hey, this is perfect, what do you call it? Research. Good job, Anna. For one of the pieces that I'm working on right now is a Breath of the Wild 2 fan art piece, and got a little bit of a Monstera vibe in one of the areas.
Did you work on that more after the stream?
I did. Well, after the stream last night.
Yeah. The last stream we had was on Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, not like directly after this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a really fun one to come back to. A lot of what I love, my time art, which is like a lot of foliage and characters and mushrooms, and then the one central character, which I've been slowly like working my way around. Okay, so.
And you've been playing Breath of the Wild 2 as well?
Yeah.
Ashley and I played it for a couple of hours last night.
Nice. Have fun.
She was in a shrine and she's like, what do I do? And I was like, you have to go left. And then she was like turning around. So I was like, okay, now left, right. Well, behind you now. And she's like, you have to stop doing that. I was like, what? She's like, I don't know what directions are. I have to hold up my hands to know the difference between left and right.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Then you get to learn the brains of other people too. Love it. Yeah, it's a real problem though. It's like, man, trying to communicate, oh yeah, go left and then go right up 5 blocks or whatever. Totally turn somebody around.
Especially while they're physically turning around, because her left became her right so fast.
Absolutely. James and I have definitely had those moments in the games where it's like, wait, no, wait, that way. Okay, you missed it. Well, go around again. I'm doing a soft light layer over this just to add a few, like, maybe unexpected colors.
Oh, whoa. Oh, that one, huh?
Thanks for the reaction.
Yeah, I'm
live reactions. And using the tilde key trick that we all know and love, to use the one key to make the brush into.
You know what? I still haven't watched the second live with Nat.
There's a new live coming next week. You better catch up.
Oh, I have plenty of time to catch up. So much work to do. But did the tilde key come up?
Of course it did.
Yay. Did he know it?
No, he didn't know it. Oh.
Yay.
We love spreading the good news about the tilde key. Alright, I'm gonna do one more pass with just a smaller brush, and then I'm gonna call it on this one, because again, these are studies. They're not meant to be like full. They're just like, you know, get the gist of what you want to learn out of it, and then get out. Love those. A little bit of like a I always want to bring a little bit more Ghibli into my art whenever I can, and I feel like they're more, call it like generous with shine than I am. That's definitely a stylized realism, but it's almost closer to reality than most. So
We watched Howl's Moving Castle the other night as well.
Nice.
Not last night, but the night before.
Can I tell you about some fan art I saw?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's the idea that that Sophie makes Howl a different, more extravagant hat for each of his days, and he loves them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, I love it. So it was just a little fan art of him like with this ridiculous hat on his head, and he's just like, yes.
I could see it.
It now with my waking
Wait, did you send that to me? Was it on Twitter?
It was on Twitter. I did not send it.
That seems like something you would send to me.
Oh my.
I'm aghast.
I showed James, so it fulfilled my need to show.
Evil.
Oh, okay. We're getting close. We're getting close. This one's fun to work on. That's the
You know,
goal,
that's the
right?
main reason I go to Twitter now, is because I know you send me messages there.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, Twitter's a cesspool until you find cute stuff. Hey, everybody, if you find some really cool stuff on Twitter, send it to Anthony so he has more reason to go
No,
there.
don't. I don't want to be on Twitter more.
Twitter more. Oh. Evermore or something. This is reminding me a little bit of how I stylized like the seeds on a strawberry when I was doing the dog strawberry piece, and that was just so much fun to just be like, they're seeds, but like really what are they? And once you start questioning stuff like that, like what shape could I make this and still have it read as strawberry, it opens up a whole world of possibilities. How far you can push. So how far can I push a leaf before it doesn't look like the leaf that I'm painting? I'd say at least 17. I think
wow.
that...
Out of how many?
Probably 12. I don't know.
Whoa. Above and beyond, huh? Ooh, ahaha.
We always go plus ultra here. This family.
There hasn't been a new episode in a while, right?
I don't know. I don't check.
What do you mean you don't check? How do you not check?
I don't check. We watch them every 2 weeks. So
It's definitely been more than 2 weeks since you last watched one.
I don't know about that. But we're gonna watch Loki tonight. Hey. Oh, did we watch Luca last night?
Oh, I was gonna say, you gotta watch Luca. That's the L show everyone should be
It
watching.
made me cry.
It's so good. The pacing in that movie was fantastic. I
For
never
sure.
felt like there was a dull moment. I was completely engaged the entire time. Did you guys watch the little featurette in the extras section?
No, I don't think so.
There's like a 10-minute featurette of the director and a small crew that he took to a town in Italy that inspired a lot of the movie. And they were going through and talking about their process of translating real life into animation. It was great. Yeah. Ashley, Sammy, and I watched the featurette together. Well, Gary and I had actually watched it together first, and then I told them about it, so we watched it together, and it made Ashley cry. That short little 10-minute featurette.
Good cries. Good cries all.
And also the movie. Sammy and Ashley cried during that, too. Oh, it was so good.
Absolutely. It's a good cry fest. It's got a really positive message. It makes me wish that the world was like
Yeah, and it feels more slice of life almost in a way.
Absolutely.
In some regards. I mean, it is kind of a epic tale.
But not in the story itself. Like, you could take away that part of it completely, and it would...
I think that's what's driving a lot of comparisons to Ghibli with that movie, is like,
also perfect.
That's a good Ghibli Pixar movie. It's probably my favorite Pixar movie as of today.
As of today.
We've got a couple more on the horizon, I think. even more this year?
I don't even know. I haven't really kept up on things.
Oh.
Like, I feel like this entire last year, I was just like, I don't know what's happening.
Just this last year, man, I feel like I checked out after like senior year of high school. I don't know what's happening.
I have known you since then, and I can say. No, I feel like it's just like the happenings of the world. Movies were on the last part of my list to check, and I just didn't. So, like, I don't know.
Neither did I. I felt like Luca came out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
I saw, like, oh, that's cute. And then it was here immediately.
Absolutely. Ugh. Which is kind of nice, isn't it? To not have, like, I have to wait 7 months for this thing that I'm excited for.
Yeah, that is true. There have definitely been moments in the past, like Marino, when she was coming out with a new album. I was like, oh, it's going to be a year before it comes out. But then it's like, oh, it's February. It's out now.
And here it is.
Like in that first week of discovering a thing that has a time before it comes out, you're like, oh, it's forever away. And then after that week, you're like, whoa, it's been a year.
Exactly. By the way, check out Marina's new album. It's called Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land, which, by the way, I was telling Anthony, I wasn't feeling that single at first. And now I'm like, yes, Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land. So good.
Oh, it's so good. Back to a time before I was born. Back to a time before I had form.
We're just gonna have that.
No, Marina's doing fine.
Oh yeah, but she'll take
She's
our money.
She's a millionaire.
Wait, is there money? I don't know. Not the same as YouTube.
That lyric
like...
in Venus Flytrap.
Oh yeah.
She knows. She's like, yeah, I'm a boss, baby.
Which, oh my gosh, I need to bust out Family Jewels and compare some of the riffs from that to Ancient Dreams of Modern Land, because not just specifically that song, but the whole album, because I swear there are references within her work where it's like the same intonation or the same wording that she used in previous songs are now being turned to show like how she's grown and what her new thought process is about that thing. So it's almost like she's singing about the same stuff she has been singing about, but just in a different way, and her like attitude towards it has changed.
It's great.
At least I think it is. I don't know.
A solid album. I feel like with Fruit and was it Fear and Loathing, I didn't really attach as much to those ones, but for Family Jewels and what was her follow-up album called with Prima Donna?
Electra Heart.
Electra Heart. I felt like those ones grabbed my attention a lot, and this new one is in that same kind of vein.
I think this new one is more than anything for me.
Yeah, well, Family Jewels was my first exposure to her, and I think I found her music on last.fm before her Family Jewels album even came out. It was just EPs and demos before that, so when that album came out, I was like, that's amazing, her first album. But so I latched on pretty hard.
I think she did stuff before that, but just not stuff that were...
I think it was like EPs and demos. I don't think there was
like
an album.
But yeah, the feelings towards it, it's so interesting because I feel like in hindsight it's different. Like if you asked me when I was first listening to Family Jewels, I'd be like, this is my favorite album, nothing will ever top this. And then mostly because of you, Anthony, you were like, listen to this, and then it was all I listened to. But then this coming out, I'm just like, no, this is a stronger Marina. Like, she's pure, she's amazing. Oh, she's so good.
She's so good.
But
you gotta listen to that Q&A that she did a couple of weeks ago on
I started
YouTube.
I started it. I didn't know she was very like, well, no, I knew she was British, but like she was so British.
She's from Wales and Greece, I think.
Yeah, but like where she got the accent from is definitely. Kendall says OMG, Last FM was great. Oh no, Kendall says Anna has forgotten checking the chat, so we'll catch her up when she remembers. What have you been talking about? Oh, we've got Adam Glazer. Hello, welcome to the stream thing. Haven't been on here in ages. Well, welcome back.
Sorry about our
Ellie,
captions.
to talk about our captions.
Sorry about our captions.
Sorry we're talking about our captions. Rinsa started playing Breath of the Wild again as well. It's so wonderful and relaxing. I love the exploration and gathering crafting element. I agree so hard. It's amazing. By the way, oh, we have like 15. Okay, I'll save then. I was gonna flip off the screen because I'm very paranoid about.
You're gonna flip off the screen? What did it do to you?
Take this. I only. Finger guns to you, screen. Take that. Take that. Okay, I'm gonna look up a new reference. I guess we can in the mean. I hope that if any of you are drawing along and like doing the same study with me or whatever, I would love for you to post it in the Discord. We have some current work tab. We have some current work tab. Kendall says, lol, Anna has remembered. I have remembered. I just love painting. I can't help it. It drags me in.
Wow.
Okay,
the pain of your love.
I'm gonna post, just for posterity, at the bottom of the description, I'm gonna post the link for every image that I'm using. Just so you guys can, well, if you want reference. These are not, what do you call it? I'm not licensing these images in any way or anything like that. I am using Pinterest to do studies. So if you do a study of a certain image, I would credit the person who made it, and all
if you're posting it, yeah.
If you're posting it, that's what I'm saying. Is like you can do studies of anything, but if you post it and claim it as like fully yours, that's not. So just wherever you can, give credit. Okay, so we've got a ton of plants. Do we want to do plants? Do you have anything that you think of that's like really cool to paint, or is my weakness? I have a weakness with.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like after Farmville, you might have been.
That's exactly the
well
problem.
versed.
I paint it like Farmville. Oh no, they're just giving me a bunch of little recipes. Look at that brookie.
What's a brookie? A brownie cookie? I've had cake cookies, but I don't know if I've had brownie cookies.
I want to paint some ramen. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make me too hungry. I regret everything. Okay, what's another thing? Let's look at pottery. Sorry, I was actually getting way too hungry just for a second. And I was like, no, 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 you can't do that. Oh, look at this video.
You could do ceramics, because you were also saying about Ghibli that they were a lot more charitable with their shines, and I feel like ceramics would have a lot of opportunities for and Marina tie-in as well.
Okay, there has been a question. Thank you so much for chatting it up with the question. And Jake just posted the dragon, a link in current work. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can't wait.
I'm going.
Also, Rin says, oh gosh, I don't know what to feel more sorry for, the bird or the screen it's being flipped into.
Ooh, Jake, it's beautiful.
Wait, I want to watch it. Read it for you.
You want to watch it? Oh, wow.
But I have to read that real quick. Wait, okay, fine. We'll take a Jake break. Okay.
Wait, Jake, did you say what your color scheme was?
So.
Did you title your color scheme?
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, so let's check it out in detail. So this is on Twitter. Follow at JakeGreen3D. I colored Anna Daviscourt's amazing dragon coloring page that she made for her patrons on Patreon. I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. Check out. Oh, you're so sweet. You don't have to do that. You're just nice. What the heck?
Everyone tell everyone about Anna's Patreon. It's a great place to be.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. This is amazing, Jake. Oh,
it's so
my
good.
Gosh.
Wow.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. Jake, I know you do 3D, but like, what about 2D? Do you do it all? Just like, please. Oh, it's so good. That little orange nose brings so much attention to the face too. It's so.
And those
eyes
blue
are
eyes.
like looking at you. And oh my gosh, just the rendering on the fur and the swirling,
like the
little
gold,
bellies.
the gold outline to the mane
Absolutely. It's got shine.
So good.
Another level. So if you were to give a color scheme to this, a name to this amp, okay.
It feels very like sherbet ice cream to me.
Sherbet dragon. Amazing. Should we do a series of like ice cream dragons? Come to ice cream dragons.
Mudslide.
So on Patreon, I asked like, "Hey, any other dragons or mythical creatures you would want to see from me?" And Anthony said, "Mud dragons." Which, where did that come from? And unicorns.
I just felt it, like, that's what I wanted in that moment.
Soul.
And unicorns.
Oh gosh.
So,
okay. Well, if it's mudslide, then that means it's a walklet dragon, and I'm very much into that. Thank you so much, Jake, for not only coloring this, but for showing the whole, what do you call it? The piece all together and everything. Like, I'm just, it makes my soul happy to see, like, this is collaboration. What we can
it's so
do together.
good.
So cool.
Yay. Wait, check the chat. See if he said that, if there's a color scheme for it.
Check the chat. Okay. Well, so curious, but
No, I can't be. I'm working.
I can't be. I'm working.
You really get my goat.
It was a pretty steep climb. Rin says, the question was, by temperature shifts, do you mean between cool/warm colors? Exactly. From cool to warm of one color. So going from cool greens to warm greens, which I think we got a lot of in here, especially with the soft light layer. I used some turquoise over it, and so it created these cooler spots. And then it goes to those really yellowy greens. Warm. Love it. So yeah, definitely. That's what I was talking about, Rin. Thank you for the question. Sorry I missed it. But if I ever miss anything in the chat and you feel like you want to like get it to me, please just repeat it in the chat. Not spam like, but just sorry. And Jake says, I think the answer is yes, Rin, but I can't speak for Anna. Oh, you can. Go for it. Rin says, yes, it sounded like she said something about temperature shifts making things look like jelly, so I didn't understand quite what that meant. Absolutely. Thank you so much for clarifying and asking the clarifying question. Kendall says, I agree with Jake in that I do believe it's a yes, that, but we are not Anna, lol. I mean, like, how much Anna are you? Give me a percentage. Kendall says, Jake break! Jake says, thank you! Oh my gosh. Jake says, I like to do 2D. Oh, so awesome. You're great at it. Jake says, I just don't usually get paid for it. We just need to... Well, does your, the company you work at do any 2D? I feel like if you showed them that, you could get it.
He did those posters, kind of.
It's true, you did the posters, so they know, yeah, that you can... But also, I guess it goes hand in hand because I know a lot of 2D artists who work on 3D stuff as texture artists. So I feel like we've talked about this, like what elements. But I know you've done the sculpting of things, modeling. Kendall says, I want to do the coloring page now. Ah, do it. Do it. Kendall says, been doing too much website stuff. Need some fun doodles. My friend did a peppermint dragon. Oh, heck yeah. And a gingerbread dragon. Okay, that's awesome. Correction. Candy cane dragon, not peppermint. Different. Jake said, I just said it's also basically sunset, but purpley blue too. No real name for it yet. Sherbet is probably good. Hey. Kendall says, I'm 55.32% Anna, question mark. I think maybe like 54. No, 50. Jake says, yeah, I have to use the skills from many different things. Absolutely. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Rin says, oh, light bulb. Temperature shifts within a color. Words, though. I understand now. Thank you. Hee hee. Minus typos. I just like the idea of, like, I take back my typos by saying minus typos.
That's what I should do in my emails. Instead of having the undo feature, just send a follow-up email minus typos.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I meant that, but minus the typos. You're welcome. Okay, so I looked up pod. Ooh, pod. That's pretty cool. But, oh man, I follow some artists on Instagram that do the pottery that I'm thinking of that are just Oh, like these are
I was gonna
amazing,
say
but
you
like
should do
out of this
some niece fan art.
mess.
Ness. You
It's
should also do some niece fan
true.
art because
Niece.
Arlo and Inzi, pretty cute.
Oh my gosh, they're freaking adorable. Oh my
Inzi's
god.
name in captions. It was just in Z,
Of course it is, because she's New
but
Zealand. Aaron sent me some pictures from the other day. They're in the backyard in the pool, and it's just like
oh, they got a pool?
they're so cute. It's just like a little blow up pool, but it's actually a good one with like a seat, which I
A
thought was really
seat?
yeah.
Interesting.
So you could like sit in the water and just be like, yeah.
Cool.
But that's all. I mean, kids just need the cool off pool, so it's perfect for them. Not doing any laps or anything. Okay, so what's another? Is ceramics? Look up ceramics. Beep. Ooh, yin yang. A lot of the same stuff. Ugh. Okay, I'm looking for something that I have in my mind and it's not here. Oh! One of the cool things. Oh, okay, there's music played. Never mind. I take it all back. I take it all back. I don't want this. Ooh, lily
but
pads.
if you right click it and then open image in new tab, you could open it. Maybe.
Thanks. But thanks.
No, too much work, too many clicks. Who would ever on something they want to look at?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Crazy talk. How indeed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Two things that I need to work
oughta.
on. Houses, because I never do houses or buildings of any type. Then
And
another
food, I think you
one-
need to do the Hansel and Gretel witch's house.
2 for 1. No, that's too much. Oh my gosh, this kid holding a duck. Hold the phone. Can I just do this? Ah, I have to. It's happening, people. It's happening. It's gonna be an analogous palette with baby blue, a little bit lighter than the photo. Okay, let's start with a sketch. This is what happens on Pinterest, okay? You have an idea of what you're doing. It says no. Aha! Just look at this kid. I think the duck is photoshopped in, but I don't care. I don't care. I see what's happening. It's like on it hat thing. Oh my gosh, Anthony. Could we
What?
just put like ribbons on all your hats and tie them under your chin? Please? Please?
Maybe on a couple.
Mostly cheek and little cherub curls. Oh my goodness. Enzi's got some of these cherub curls going on. A little tiny bit darker than this hair, but so cheruby. Little cherubim. Okay. They even have a poofy sleeve. Oh my.
It's everything you've ever wanted.
All I've ever wanted. Duck is quite stable. This is why one of the things that I love on Twitter right now is doing the art and the reference. Have you guys ever seen that? Where it's like one post is the artwork that and then the reference that it's based off of. I really like that one just to see like what people Kendall says also by the time Anna gets to this point now it's monkey paws. I'm reading from the bottom up. You can't stop me. Okay, let's go back in time. Kendall says it looks like a photo collage, but it's top tier. Top tier. Alessandra says, lol, that music though. Thanks, Anna. Haha. Welcome? I don't know.
What was it like?
It was just music. Nondescript.
Elevator?
No, bro. I can't remember what instrument was being used, but it wasn't offensive.
Is
Big
there an offensive
says-
instrument?
I think it's a cardboard cutout, but it almost works. That's kind of better. What if this kid was just like with a cardboard cutout of a duck and like
I hold my fake duck in it.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been there.
yeah? Have you? Did you ever have any like I don't know, toys that were like trademark Anthony?
Trademark Anthony. Toys that I made, you mean?
No, just like that you loved. Your favorite toys as a kid that were what you would carry around.
Nothing really comes to mind. When I was little, I had a blanket and a little dog stuffed animal, but it was kind of an old style dog stuffed animal, if you could kind of imagine what that looks like. It had kind of a human anatomy, longer legs and longer arms, like a torso, but it still had long floppy ears, and it had like a built-in t-shirt that was black and red stripes, I think.
Wow. Fancy.
And its nose, because that was like an actual plastic bit, and its eyes had like scuff marks on them because I think it would take it everywhere.
That's so cute. You loved it so much.
Yeah.
By the way, Kendall has posted the candy cane dragon in Creative Shout. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Oh, that's so cool.
Chocolate candy cane.
And he's holding his tail like I'm like a bye.
This looks tasty.
That is
And that's why you don't see candy dragons as much anymore.
Can't see candy dragons. Be Creative says Iris or Venus flytrap. That's very hard. I like them both a lot. They're very different.
I would go with Iris. Easier.
Just saw
care
an
for.
art piece. Oh yeah, you're thinking of that. I just saw an art piece that was an iris or irises, and the petals looked like waves. They were so flowing. I don't know, like beta fish fins. So pretty. Jake says, my fam has been going to the pool a lot recently. Haha, it was like an old MySpace page with the music. Oh no, it's playing, it's playing. It is monkey paws time. Ooh, are you ready? You ready for this? I'm gonna save it real quick. Anthony, are you gonna do monkey paws with me?
Yeah, sure.
I said I can't hear you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Do it.
lives in a pineapple on it. Monkey paws. Okay, I saved it. Let us do this. So, monkey paws is a hand stretch that we all do together. So I'm going to give you instructions and you're just going to follow along for better hand health. So to start, we are going to put our arms straight out in front of ourselves, like so. And we're going to put our fingers to the sky, palms away from us, and then we're going to curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, Good yawn. Alright, second pose is we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then we curl them in. Third pose, we flip our hands out, palms away, fingers down, and then we curl them in. And then the fourth and final pose, we put our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and curl them in. Good job. We repeat these poses about 10 times, holding for just a second each. Feel a nice stretch in our wrists and tendons. You can probably feel it yourself, but if you aren't feeling anything or it feels bad, then immediately stop, and you can look up more stretches online. Just keyword searching like wrist stretches or something like that. You can find tons of videos and advice on how to take care of yourself. And so it's mostly sedentary in our lives. Let's take care of our bodies as much as we possibly can. I definitely need to stand up and dance around. Feel it. I've been sitting for like 10 hours. But, you know, we do what we can, and we try to remind each other. In the Discord, we actually have a channel called Monkey Paws, like pause on that, so that we can remind each other to take a break and drink water and stretch, take care of our bodies, all that good stuff. Ooh, how's it feeling today, Anthony?
I'm at 8, going to 9.
Ah,
9.
I never know how many I just do
9.
till I'm done.
9.
Feel it
10.
out.
10.
Good job.
10. 10. And then
10,
shake
10.
it out gently.
Yeah, gently shake out your hands, loosen them back up after you're done. And then we do a few shoulder rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Back up. Do some neck stretches by putting our ears as high as we can. Head.
Are you pointing?
Yes. Asking, am I pointing? I'm always pointing somewhere.
What's the point?
Exactly. And then we look from side to side as far as is comfortable. Yeah. Oh, my back just cracked. Yep. Been sitting too long.
How long have you been sitting?
More than 2 hours.
No, you
remember
went
to
to go
drink
get
some
water earlier.
It's true. I mean, okay, what are you kind of sitting? Because I get up to get water, but like it's not a good like stretch or like getting blood pumping in my legs or what. Like do squats every time.
Oh. I usually get up and go upstairs, so I suppose mine's a little bit more.
I suppose so. Yeah, I think going upstairs would be good for you.
Drinking water?
Let's see. Yeah, drinking. That sounded like you just poured it into a bucket or something. What did you just do?
It's my water bottle. I was tilting it back and forth for the...
Oh, like a rain stick, but in water bottle. Gotcha.
Yeah,
If I did that with my glass, it would...
Try it. You never know.
On the Cintiq sounds great. Okay, so Jake says when I was very small, I had a fish flashlight that would light up when you squeeze it. It earned the nickname of Fish. Oh my gosh.
It earned that, huh? Wow.
It really earned it. It really did. Oh, Kendall says, lol, sorry, that one was the gingerbread one, and the link above was the candy cane. Okay, I have to go back and find it, obviously. Anthony Jackson is asking if the dragon coloring page is available on the Discord. It is not. It is only Patreon right now. But I don't know. Maybe at some point. What do you think? Would I release the coloring page, or would they... or Patreon?
Haha, Patreon only, suckers.
Oh my gosh. Wait, okay,
Join
so...
Patreon. It's like $3.
Well, actually, for the coloring pages, it's $6. So, but that's for a month.
Oh God! Just take a screenshot, guys.
Oh god!
Steal everything you can.
I'm the worst. I'm a money mongering fool. But
oh, this is giving me Beetlejuice vibes. That
absolutely.
striped serpentine body.
That is so cool. I love
Christmas
how the horns
with
come
the
down.
beetle guys.
Christmas with the Beetle guys. Oh my gosh, did they do that in the show? They had a Beetlejuice show, and I feel like that was right for Christmas
probably,
episode.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Your friend's artwork is really good. This is Zilla War. Yes. Well, here's my seasonal picture, I guess. A little late, but a few hours ago I decided it would be pretty awesome to make a candy cane dragon. So I doodled it, scanned it, outlined it, and colored. Well, dang. Here is my holiday sugar spawn. May you be haunted by candy canes hereforth. Yeah. I love it. The attitude matches. Excellent. Dragons abound. Dragon. That's my kind of drag show. Okay, so Anthony Jackson says, I don't know if anyone knows this, but standing around for 12 hours a day can improve health. Standing for 12 hours. Improve your health, your feet would hate you. That's what I feel. Jake says, I stand for like 12 minutes a day.
That's something.
Kendall says you're supposed to stand for 1 minute every hour minimum. Oh, golly, I am not. I think especially in the like I could stand for 60 minutes easily. I do that on the weekends whenever I'm baking, but like it's not in the middle of every hour of the day. Well, I guess that would be 24. What about when you're sleeping? I say we sleep standing up. Gravity can't bring us down. Alessandra says, OMG, I struggle to stand, y'all. I have to put a reminder on my phone. I know. I think that's it, is just remembering, especially when you're in the group. I have reminders on my watch, but it's not good at reminding me because I ignore the buzzing. Kendall, you nailed it on the head. I can set reminders for everything in my life. I'll just be like, my phone's buzzing all the time, but
I got an email. I have to read it. Clicked it. Oh, it's join us live with David Hone on June 24th.
Oh yeah, for SBS. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to do another dissertation about a picture book.
The last one was Beagle.
This one is extra yarn, which I love. I own it if you want.
Extra yarn?
Yeah.
Maybe we could have a video call with Corinne and read it together.
Again. I read my friends' children's. It's real fun.
It's cute.
By the way, I read it wrong. Jake said it earned me the nickname Fish. So now it's no longer Jake Green Fish.
Okay.
Hello, Fish. Lovely to see you. Stand up more, as should I.
Anna, did you ever have nicknames?
Nanza.
Nanza?
Yeah, Erin called me
that?
Nanza in elementary school.
Oh.
My sister. I remember at the... I gave her a horrible nickname. I called her Urine. Which was the worst. I mean, I didn't mean it out of like a mean name. I literally was like, Erin, what does that sound like? She gave me a cute one called Nanza. Oh my god.
No wonder I've never
Sorry,
heard her
Erin.
call you that after a while. She was like, oh, that's yours for me.
Well, we
don't
also
feel
called her
affectionate towards you now.
Boone because that's what Paul called her. Paul's my little brother.
Boone? B-O-O-N?
Boone, just U-N.
Boone. Oh.
O-O-N. But yeah, he couldn't say Aaron, so he said Oon.
I had little cousins that couldn't pronounce Anthony all the way, so they called me Antony.
Antony! Oh, you're so cute.
Antony.
Me.
And then another family nickname that I've had over the years is just Ant. A-N-T.
Ant-Man. I've called you Ant.
Yeah. Well, family and close ones.
What
I guess.
am I
Sierra,
to you?
when Sierra learned that people called me that, she's like, well, that's what I'm calling you from now on.
Well, then that's my ever.
And then my sister just calls me Bub most of the time.
I call you...
We won't get into why. But that time in New York, man.
Don't bring New York into this. York was... Wait, was that the time that we had like 5 people in a room, or was that just you and me?
Yeah, because that shower.
Do you remember when James was so tired that he forgot what the word for spaghetti was?
Oh, really? No, I don't remember that. Were we deciding on a restaurant? He's
You
like,
guys
can we
went
go to
a
that building with the...
I wasn't there. It was just
that
you guys.
long noodle?
Well, he was like, oh, golly. Tell it better, but he would be like, do you have spaghetti? What's the name? Like, he was trying to think of the name of the pasta, but the name of it is spaghetti.
Wait, this was in front of a waiter?
It was at a restaurant. I don't know if it was while he was ordering.
Oh, I feel like you would have died of embarrassment if it was in front of a waiter.
It was in front of you guys. That's bad enough.
Nah, that's fine. He knows who we are and all of our faults, which are plentiful. So you would have been like, "This is your fault that I'm dumb now."
Friends with the person, you're just like, list your faults so I know them now. Quicker.
Yeah.
Quickest.
You can't be much better than me, or else we can't be friends.
Wow. that how you judged it, Anthony? You were like, she's
Yeah.
just right.
That's why we're best friends, let me tell you.
It's because I always progress at the same rate as you. So it's a
Which
steady,
is
like-
very slowly. I
But
checked
we're
out
getting
after high
there.
school.
Someday we'll be on Jeopardy. We're gonna lose.
We're gonna be in jeopardy if we're ever in jeopardy. On this is Jeopardy. There's a joke in there, I'm pretty sure.
Somewhere, but who can find it? Probably not me. I'm below him. So. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's what happens when your brain is tired. Like James is always the one who is like, okay, I have a complex math problem. Hey James, human calculator. What's 1037 plus 22 minus? There you go. There you go, chat. Do it. I don't remember what numbers
I
said.
don't remember what you said either. 1,000 plus 31 plus 3. Is
Sure.
that right? Okay. 1,034.
Kendall says, lol, the funny thing is that Candy Cane Dragon is from middle school. Oh my gosh, throwbacks to childhood Illustrator friends. Heck yeah. Oh, I love it so much. Let's see. Kendall says, Antney, as in an ant that's crawling, and you're... It's perfect. You've got an ant on your knee, Ant. And how many people have tried to call you Tony?
They ask usually. I think it's a thing that people usually ask. Do you go by?
Oh, they're not just like, hey, Tony!
One time there was in middle school a drama instructor who just called me Tony, and I corrected him.
How so?
I was like, actually, I just go by Anthony, because he kept doing it. So
Gotcha.
It was like
So you're
multiple times. So I was
That's
like, actually, it's Anthony. It's just Anthony. I don't know. I had an aversion towards Tony for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that in high school. No. But also Andrew.
Well, that's just somebody else's whole entire name. Like, what?
It's also yours.
No. That's like if someone was like, oh, you're Andrea.
Yeah, hi.
No, you're dumb.
Thanks for coming to the stream. No, I've been called Anne a lot. That's the one that but which is like a different name, but it's not. Who? I'm not gonna call out everybody who's ever called me Anne, but it's been a long time.
No, it was an Arrested Development thing. His girlfriend's name was Anne, and every time he mentioned her,
Egg?
his dad was like, who? Her? Her, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was a good
Egg.
reference. I'm sorry, I didn't get it immediately.
No, it's fine. It's been a minute since we've
Need some
seen
hot
Arrested
ham water.
Development.
Oh my god.
Wait, what have you been doing this whole time? Oh, you're still drawing.
I'm drawing a
Well, I thought you would have been further along by now. Her sleeve looks like a whole blueberry. Love
I
that.
enjoy blueberries.
I like that picture you posted on. Was it Plantastic on the Discord?
No, are you thinking Instagram?
Was it Instagram? You
posted
it-
berries. Yeah.
That was on Instagram?
I did it on Instagram.
Was it a story?
It was.
Ah!
What a crazy thing for me to have done.
Whoa.
Who is she?
She must be Anne.
By the way, Jake was like, is that the one with the screaming toilet in reference to our New York story? And Uriel actually listened to the numbers. Great job, Uriel, saying 1037 plus 22 minus, and then I broke up apparently. I think I said -3, something like that. It was some dumb thing. I was trying to make it complex, so I subtracted 3.
Wow.
Get that PEMDAS out. You'll never figure it out. Oh, Rin says the mic cut out part of the equation. Not that I could figure it out either way. Rin, I believe in you.
I believe you as well, Ren, that you couldn't do it.
Also, Uriel apparently solved it. So it's 1059 minus the question mark number, which I believe was 3. So it would be 1056. What does it mean? What does it mean in the greater lore universe? Some kind of... Ooh. Jake says to Kendall, they drew that when they were in middle school? Kendall says, yes. Jake says, that is incredible. It truly is. That is like the best middle school drawing I think I've ever seen. Kendall says, have many a drawing from elementary school onwards, mostly of dragons. Jake says, Annabeth, Anna Maria. Are you giving me different names? Just add on to it. Kendall says, incredible to hang out with her, but oh my, I didn't realize the imposter syndrome I'd have as an adult when one of my besties is like an illustrated prodigy. No imposter syndrome. Nope. Nope. Yelling at Kendall. Also, it's great to have artist friends so that you can just grow up with. That's the whole thing of why do you think I keep Anthony here? Just me.
Yeah, make me more Pokemon cakes, huh?
We're gonna make them together, buddy. It's called collaboration.
I'm busy that day.
Hey, you enjoyed it.
I did.
Uriel says, so 1056. I think you're right, Uriel. Gold star! Woo, woo, woo. Wait, a different kind of star because gold star has been used for that. So you get blue star! Woo, 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 woo. Just like the donuts.
Tasty.
Kendall says, it's okay to come to terms with it for the most part, but every once in a while I'm going through old math homework and there's a doodle from my friend on it. Lol. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's good. Oh, that's awesome. Alessandra says, haha, funny screaming toilet sounds like a great title for a comic book. Are we making a comic now? Is that what's happening? Rin says, I'm horrible with numbers, but now that you've made it a simple plus and minus equation, I feel like a goof nugget. A goof nugget? You're the best of goof nuggets.
I get those when my tummy's upset.
What? Kendall says it's the best having artist friends. It really is. And let's see. Uriel says, yay, I like blue. It was meant to be. Ren says, silly Mike for making those of us listening feel inept. Silly Mike. Goof nugget. I just called it a goof. For you, Ren? That was for you. Kendall says, let's make a comic, Ren. It's gonna happen. The Screaming Toilet. The Adventures of Screaming Toilet. Or it could be Goof Nugget Glen and the Adventures of the Screaming Toilet. What's happening?
I don't like it.
No, why do you not like it? What's your problem?
I think it was Glenn.
Oh, you just don't like that name? What's another G?
It was confusing. I thought it was a place at first, and then I was like, oh, it's a person, and now I feel stupid and I hate it.
Oh my god. Well, not its fault that you... Also, you should get rid of that feeling from your mind. Do it! We can eliminate emotions that you...
Gosh, I wish this past week has been a weird one mental health wise for me.
Oh.
I just got into a weird anxious funk and I'm at like 95% almost back to normal, quote unquote, but whoa, it came out of nowhere. Me either. I didn't like it either. It was worse for me.
I know, I'm sorry. Ugh.
But yeah,
everything I can help, I want it. I want it.
I don't think it was anything anyone could do. It was an unsolvable mystery.
Unsolved mysteries, dude.
But I'm getting back. Almost there.
That's good.
Coming in hot.
Oh, you don't even know. When Anthony's back in town, ooh, it's gonna happen. Ooh.
Speaking of being back in town.
Hey.
Corinne.
Oh, Corinne. Yeah. I was like,
where are you going with this, huh?
Yes, our friend Corinne is finally in town. I cannot wait to see her. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. She's vaccinated, yay! And we're gonna get together at some point. She just flew in today, so I want to give her a little bit of time to like chillax. Jumping on.
Literally, that's why she's here.
But she's gonna be here for a while, which is awesome. glad.
She's coming up to escape the heat, ironically.
I know, right? Well, her AC is out, and right now, down where she... You can't have AC go out. You can't. Uriel says, I am mental health first aid certified if anyone ever needs to talk.
I'm good. I'm all good. I keep it all bottled up in this nice collection of anxiety bottles I got.
They're color-coded. They're really pretty. Joke, we can take care of your mental health.
Thank you.
Rin says, you've got this, Anthony. Push, okay, I'm gonna read this again. I'm Rin. You've
Hello.
got this, Anthony. Pushing
Whoa,
through weird,
Rin.
anxious funks can be, well, you know.
Don't I? Do I ever? Oh boy, I do.
Ah.
Hirdy hody goody.
Ain't the first rodeo, baby. Yeah, it's tough. But I am glad that you're, what percentage through it? Like 70?
I'm pretty like 96 now.
Oh,
I think.
96!
Yeah, it's going up, guys.
This is going
At
up
this
right
rate.
now. This is
By the
helping,
end of
we're
the
helping, it's
stream,
helping.
I'll be back to 100. And then after the stream, I'll be like, oh, God.
Is
That's
that
what
how
it's
it goes?
like.
Sorry, I sketched this and I want it to be less realistic because I did it pretty close to like what the photo was doing. I duplicated it so we have the face if we. Right.
Next, you could do a duck holding a cardboard cutout of a little girl.
I like the idea, Anthony.
Thanks.
Usually what I like to do when I'm drawing faces is draw a bunch of different faces all around the page. Copy and paste. What people do!
Oh, I thought it was Shrek. Sure, Shrek. Shreklock.
Donkeys Watson! Why does it
Uh-oh,
work
here we
so
go, here we
well?
go. Yeah, who's Moriarty or whatever his name is?
Farquaad, duh!
Heck yeah.
Welcome to Dula. Oh. I see. Oh my gosh, yes, the eyelash.
Where are your bounds?
Over here.
You kind of sounded like Jen from Bob's Burgers just then.
Did I?
Yeah, she's not the best babysitter, but she's great.
Am I not the best babysitter? What are you saying?
Only in the way you talk. She's got a specific, like, almost monotone, slightly airy way of speaking. And I don't really know how to use a microwave, but, microwave, she calls it.
A micro.
Which just plays into her not knowing how to use it, because she's great. Yeah, that's pretty good. Jake could probably attest to how well you're doing.
Jake should do the impression. That's the number of words I'm saying.
The number, huh? Ashley sent me a Twitter post of some fan art of Bob and Tina, I think. And it was done in a slightly realistic way, I suppose. It looks like 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, sweet.
I'm gonna send it to you via text.
Ugh, SMS text.
Oh, okay.
Please do. Yes, sounds good.
I'm gonna do it
Good
on
job.
Discord.
No,
I
it's
guess.
golden. You're
Discord.
perfect. Everything.
How do I find?
Everything is perfect.
Oh, no, that was the wrong button.
And
Share.
everything is right.
Discord. Share to.
Are Are you having problems? Am I adding to the anxiety? What's happening?
How do I find
I
just
see what's happening.
Maybe
By the way, Alessandra said, "Oh, nice, Uriel. I'm a mental health counselor and art therapist." Oh my gosh, is this the audience that is like gathering in our community? Is like art and mental health? What a dream! What a dream! Rin says, "The truth between the source for Anna's source for paints." Wait, what? Between the source for Anna's source for paints, Anthony's bottled emotions. Oh my goodness!
So colorful and plentiful and just like perfect.
Oh my god. Jake says my internet horked up, but I'm back now. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, we need to start making merch. Hork it up on a t-shirt and then like
That's Animal Crossing.
Gloves. I don't know.
You got them from Natalie Wynn.
What?
Wait, who did you get monkey paws from? Natalie Wynn's ContraPoints.
Olivia Wen.
Olivia Wynn.
Kendall says
I'm just
the little
saying,
girl looks a lot
Hork and monkey paws are not stream specific. I don't know if we can merchandise those.
Oh, we can totally merchandise it because it's been transformed through what we do. They mean different things now. Kendall says the little girl looks a lot like my cousin's kid. Oh. Rin says, so swell. Ha! Liking my accent. So silly. I hurt from laughter this stream. Ha ha! It's all for you, Rin.
Was that laugh also for Ren? What a riot that laugh
It's
is.
a trill. Kendall says,
it's a shrill.
It's just a big friendship stream. Make all the inside jokes. Exactly. Exactly what it's supposed to be. Rin says, welcome back, Jake Green. You tell that. Wait, sorry. This is Rin. Welcome back, Jake Green. You tell that hawking net who's boss. Oh, and then a plug emoji. Just unplug it. Take that.
Oh, our internet was really bad yesterday too. It dropped out.
No.
And the day before that, when we were watching Howl's Moving Castle, we watched Howl's Moving Castle because the internet went out, and we're like, oh, I guess we gotta take a look at these Blu-rays.
Bust these out. Yeah, the last time we checked out Blu-rays was when our internet was down too. How perfect. But yeah, that is a problem, sir. So bunk.
Yeah, my roommate said that someone down the street that they know, their internet was also being really bad, and it was like CenturyLink in our area was experiencing issues.
Yeah, I think there's a, like, if you look it up on webs.
How?
Then you can see if there's an internet outage near you.
I called Beth and I was like, my internet's bad. Anyway, I'm calling to let you know that
Beth was like, are you also having a stroke?
It's bad. It's fine now for the time being.
Kendall says we adapted the stretch and turned it into our mascot. Oh my god. Yes. We have a monkey mascot. Ugh. Kendall says that and Oops All Bloops and Captain Crunch is very not great captions.
I mean, I'm all on board with Oops All Bloops and Captain Crunch, but I don't know about the other ones. Seems like a gray area.
Morally or actually physically gray? There's a fog bank.
I can't. It's just gray.
Oh, just gray.
I think I really like this video. Pop, pop. Take the head off the kid. Another one on.
Oh boy.
What's wrong with that? What? Oh.
5:34.
No. Shush. I have time. Okay, we're gonna paint. I said, honey bunny, add it up. Add it up. So I'm gonna basically treat this as if somebody gave me a commission and said, hey, I want to see your child in this style, and then they gave me Beautiful. Wow, that's a really... Let's make it happen. I want to do the checker, I know, kind of graphic way. So what I'm going to... Thin opaque layer of dark. And then I'm going to check. E. I want the rough edge, but then this for our usual. I embrace the holiness usually, but not this time. Now that we've got this layer, go in. I'm gonna pixel lock it. Actually, no, I'll do it separately. Do it, clipping mask, whoop whoop. I'm gonna do a slightly lighter blue, slightly more yellow. I'm gonna do kind of like, it's checker or what do you call it? Gingham? I believe it's gingham in the reference. But I'm really gonna do whatever I want. So horizontal stripey might not be similar. In fact, I might add a little variation. At you. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Variegation, even. The build-up on this is intense.
It went away. Bad.
Oh, it's gonna come back, and it's gonna be bad.
Hey,
You did? Why? What's going on?
it's worse to not sneeze.
What does that mean? What? Constantly be sneezing.
Constantly be, always be sneezing. ABSs. Always be sneezing.
That's the kind of abs I'm going for.
You just like rolled.
Doll?
You wish. No. Rolled is my penguin character in Crossing. You're just like him in every
You gotta be
single...
horkin' kidding me, man.
No, Rolled is he
The late
talks
lifter.
about, he names his
Well,
abs.
the weightlifter. Yeah.
Abernathy. Abigail. Abs. Get it? You get it? You get it? You laugh and you laugh.
We gotta watch Broad City, speaking of abbeys. Well, sure. Point to me on my body where my Alana is.
At the back of your throat, like behind the uvula. That's your...
Oh, cool. Is that how I can make this noise? Is that because of my Alana?
You're welcome. Everyone just listening to Anthony. Like, all you get is the sound. He gave that to you. That was the sound he chose to become on you. You're welcome.
Shows. It's just what it does. Let's hear what yours does.
You hear it every single time I speak. My Alana's like, ha ha ha.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Duh. Oh no. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Hello,
me?
hello, hello. Test, test, test. Three
1, 2, 3,
lines,
1, 2, 3,
three
1, 2,
lines,
3.
3 lines, 3 lines.
Oh, our
good?
captions are not caught up at all. They're messed up, in fact.
Cool. Sorry, Adam.
Anthony Jackson says there are internet outages everywhere. Alessandra says, I usually talk and give a small smack to my internet router, and it usually works. A small smack.
I unplugged it and put a fan on it afterwards. It was very warm.
Yeah, I believe everything's real warm right now. This pointing at me.
Oh.
Jake says, or should I say Fish says, Anna's audio is like half there now. This is why I was scared to put a noise gate on my audio. Because my computer is chugging so hard to do all this right now, it makes a lot of noise, and that background noise, I was like, I want to cut down on that. Put a noise gate on it in OBS, and then it cuts out my audio every once in a while, and it's real annoying. But I'm trying to work with it by talking into the microphone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Good.
I don't know about the chat.
Hello. Okay. Kendall says, off with the head brings me back to middle school when my French teacher used to have a fake guillotine. Oh my goodness.
For the bad
Very
kids.
into the revolution. Uriel says coffee is for sneezers, which is a reference to Always Be Closing. That reference. Alec Baldwin line. Kendall says, and then we'd all shout off with their head like a terrible little monsters in French, and then follow it up by getting candy, or as my teacher called it, chicken feed. Yikes. That's kind of crazy.
We had like a pretend sweatshop factory in our middle school class once. That's weird, right?
What is it? Sorry?
Pretend sweatshop factory.
Why?
We were all, they like turned off most, if not all of the lights, closed the blinds most of the way. So I think there was like one light in the whole thing, so it was very dim. And then the desks were all lined up in like a U shape to go around the classroom. And he put like a heater in there.
Oh my gosh.
And then the left side of the room on that stretch of tables was in charge of, it was like making paper planes. So they had to fold the paper, pass it on, then the next person did the next fold all the way down the line until it became a finished airplane. And then there were kids in the middle that like tested them, like would fly them to like test them. I got really good at making paper airplanes in a very specific way.
Well, one fold of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I have mixed feelings.
I thought it was weird. I don't think that teacher liked me very much.
Yikes. Get the bad job in the sweatshop they made for you. Mixed feelings. Like, understanding what's going on in the world is huge and important, but also making... Like, there's a way to educate without making a sweatshop in the classroom.
I'm surprised that didn't happen to you. We went to the same middle school.
Yeah, we did.
But I was in Willamette. See, that's what it was.
I was in Willamette for a time, I think, right? I think I was Willamette. All my memories are mixed up. Sometimes I think I have dreams.
You probably do.
No, I'm saying the, I'm just...
Hello?
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I'm very concerned about our audio. I was gonna.
Is it not going?
And I got very distracted by your story about sweatshops.
I'm sorry.
Which wasn't about sweatshops actually. It was about a class. They made us bring it up. Just depressed. Okay, so let's see. Kendall says, hi, we can hear you. Jake says, I think Anthony's audio is not going through OBS though. OBS is listening to the computer, so he is desktop audio technically. Yeah, so
I just took a quick listen to Behance and we were both on there.
That's good. It could have been just for a time. Because sometimes when I catch that?
I did. I hear you perfectly. It's through Zoom, but going through OBS would probably be a different thing.
Absolutely, because the noise gate is on OBS. So, yeah, you're not hearing it the same way they're hearing it. Let's see. Kendall says it was a good way to learn French. With the chicken feet and the guillotine, yes. Tell us more weird school stories, citizens. Jake says, no, the sweatshop. What class? Was it to illustrate something?
What class was that? It might have just been like a...
Studies or something?
I don't remember. I just remember annoying that teacher a lot. To the point where I would just, like, I'm so sassy if you know me at all.
You've only got... Well, actually, no. You've probably lessened your outward sass, but I feel like your whole life has been cultivating sass.
Oh, yeah. So sassy. So
sassy.
Like, well, what about this then? And one of those instances was there was, like, rules on the types of snacks we could have in class. and something about like fat content and sugar content or something, and I think the teacher was eating nuts one day, and I was like, that has a really high like fat content, and he was like, you know what, you've been getting on my nerves this entire term.
No, they can't just say that. Come on.
Oh yeah, he like did not like me.
Oh,
He also didn't really like Colton either. He sent Colton outside in the hall.
rude.
Like that time my art teacher from high school sent me out to... I love our art teacher from high school. She just was misinformed about that situation.
Absolutely. You're still salty about it. You're like, she was misinformed. Oh
She was wrong. But yeah, she was a great art teacher.
That's so funny. I feel like, yeah, that's the danger of being precocious children. But in a way that I guess some folks don't find endearing.
Oh no. He
no.
He didn't like me.
No. Oh,
That's fine.
Blonde hair is one of the weirdest things to pick, by the way. It's got so many different colors in it. So, hey, let's study about that. By the way, I just have to read the chat because Alessandra first says, mic test, 1, 2, 3, helping you virtually, Anna. Thank you, Alessandra. We can hear you quite clearly. At least when you type. Jake says, I feel the same way, Anna. About something, I'm sure. Oh, it was the mixed feelings about the sweatshop that your teacher created.
Teacher, yeah.
That's really... Kendall says, quote, sometimes I think I have dreams. You probably do. It's such dry humor. I love it. Anthony.
Just that pause between. I was like,
Sometimes I think I have dreams. Okay, let me finish my thought on that real quick. Sometimes I feel like what I remember as experiences in middle school are actually just dreams that I completely made up in my head. Like I remember this thing vividly, like, oh yeah, I'm in Willamette, but like maybe that was just a dream and I'm remembering it, but actually I was in Pacific. By the way, if you don't know, Pacific Northwest schools are apparently very proud of their regions because they named the groups of our middle school. They divided us up into 4 different groups. So if you had friends, too bad, they're in the other group. And they named them after the regions of the Pacific Northwest. So Pacific, Willamette, Cascade, and what was the fourth one? Oh, it was only 3?
Yep.
Okay, another thing in my dream is I made up a 4th one. It's called Annaville.
Annaville. Oh, it's like vaudeville, but even more word.
Oh, even more word. Good. Yes. You know, I just had a very specific memory of going to the library all the time and getting Mary Higgins Clark books, which are a series of murder mysteries that I probably shouldn't have been reading at that age.
Which library is this?
The school library at the middle school.
Well, there you go. They were available for you.
They were available. But yeah, that... Specific memories coming back. It's dangerous on stream. Remember that time? Oh, yeah.
Sweatshop factory.
Middle school especially. It's a weird time, man. If you guys have kids or know kids who are in middle school,
don't send them there. Oh, that's right.
It's a hard time. They're figuring out a lot of stuff. They don't know what's normal and what's not.
Yeah, ask them about their day.
Yeah. We'll find a way to talk to them about it. That's not like your... But, let's see. Jake says, I think some of my old dreams have replaced some of my old memories. Haha. Oh my gosh, yes. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. My dreams have replaced my reality. They're so vivid. I eat a lot of hot sauce. I hear that makes you have vivid dreams.
That's you? You do that?
I mean, I eat hot sauce whenever I have like a burrito or beans of something. Love beans.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I can't do the hot sauce though, but if it's gonna give me the quality dreaming experience,
then you'll chug
I guess I'll poop my bed for that.
No, stop. Jake says, quote, sometimes I hear silence. You hear that? Oh no!
There it is. No, I actually can't because I've got like mild tinnitus or something. If it's quiet, I just hear a ringing.
Because I've been doing it the whole time, just a mess.
Wow, it's working.
Sorry. Jake said, it's incredibly sad when teachers are like that. I'm betting the one who's like, I'm really getting sick of you or whatever he said. Like, that's just, but yeah.
It was rude, but I mean, he probably was right.
I mean, yeah, adults have emotions too. They're going through stuff. I get it. But also, kids are like, you're a teacher. You gotta gear yourself up every single day to think they need me right now more than I need to be not have my feelings hurt or anything like that. Like,
you know, it would have been better if he had just been like, he started crying and said like what I was doing hurt his feelings. That would have made
cry for me. Cry for me. That's little.
But
Anthony.
him being mean, I'm like, I don't care.
I will
about
not respond to that.
But if I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually hurting this person's feelings, I'll stop now.
Yeah. Well, I think that's.
It's just knowing your audience, I guess.
Kids don't actually hurt anybody, but they can say hurtful things, obviously. They don't know.
Yeah, apparently when I was young, I swam up to my uncle at the poolside once and I was like, you're fat. And then I swam away. What a horrible kid I was.
Well, Ryan was just telling a story about this actually in his stream. By the way, follow Ryan Selvey. Amazing streams.
That's great.
And he was saying that he said something kind of like that as a kid where it was just incredibly rude. And he's like, that's just really unfair.
No reason.
Because it's
no reason.
Well, it's unfair to every party because you're just a kid observing the world. There is like no fault that can be found in that, but also obviously, yeah, that's not cool to say about anybody. And so it's like, does it come down to fault of the parents? But then you could blame like everything on parents because like, are you supposed to just teach them everything right now? Go, go, go. Like, there's no.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's a learning moment in every situation like that. Like when I made the comment about like the nuts and blah, 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 and then he reacted the way he did, that would have just been a good opportunity for him to be like, hey, Anthony, let's go talk in the hall real quick.
Yeah.
And then just like calmly say like, sometimes you can blah 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 or whatever. And same with like the swimming up and being like, you're fat. Actually, it's a little insensitive and can hurt people's feelings, so blah blah blah.
Absolutely, because basically if they respond in a way that makes it so that you don't like learn that lesson or whatever, that means that there's going to be another person using that too. Like,
or just teaching you like
learn.
When someone annoys you, you yell at them and tell them their faults.
Anthony learned the wrong lesson.
No, I obviously didn't. I know he's a horrid person and needs to.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I think that is a good idea. Like, hey, take that learning opportunity. Really hard as a stranger though. Like, hey, other person's child, I'm gonna go tell you like how much you hurt my feelings just
now. When you're a teacher, you're more than just like a stranger to those kids.
Nah, I'm thinking of it. But absolutely, if you're a teacher, that's prime opportunity. You shouldn't have responded like even if you felt it. That's what the power of being an adult is. Hold it in.
Yeah, bottle it up.
You say in my head, you've really been getting on my nerves. And then you say, Anthony, can we talk about something I need to tell you? My feelings went blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but probably in private, I guess. Calling me out in front of other students would be
yeah,
like,
that'll teach the lesson.
Yeah, get him. Roast him. Anybody else want to chime in on Anthony, huh? He's the reason we did the sweatshop exercise. Him. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Rin says, Anna's existential crisis. Maybe I only dreamed it. Yeah, honestly. I mean, it's not a crisis. It's honestly like, I just can't trust my memories, but then also I live in a dream. How great. Maybe I write over it with better memories. How about that? Kendall says, I have many dreams that seem like they could have been memories. Absolutely. Anthony Jackson says, Annabelle sounds interesting. The only dreams here, baby. Let's see. Kendall says, except having memories of mummies and dragons makes me wonder if they're from a different parallel universe memory, lol. Make a comic about that too. You've got 2 comics to start on. Go. Rin says, yes, Kendall, I'm a lucid dreamer and my dreams can be quite crazy. Or a bit crazy. Ugh. Sometimes I continue sleeping just because the dream is so intriguing and I want to see what happens next. I so agree with that. I've tried to put myself back in a dream so many times. It's so frustrating when you let's see. Kendall says, sigh. I want to watch the OA again now. I never finished that. It was a little too scary. Max Vieri, hello. Welcome to this.
Welcome.
Anthony Jackson asks, does anyone dream in sequence, have like the same continuous dream every night? That would be too powerful. I can't imagine.
Well, at that point, you know you're living in some sort of matrix.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, Jake says, what Anthony said reminded me of my favorite Simpsons episode where Homer eats the insanity pepper. I just remember when he made a time machine out of the toaster. It was one of my favorite episodes. Probably still is. Max says, I often have false awakenings. Ooh, oh, crazy.
False awakenings.
False awakenings. Like... I think that's what James has, where he wakes up, starts to do something, and then wakes up again, starts to do something, and it's like he's like trapped in this.
Yeah.
Kendall
he was mentioning that the last time I was there.
Yeah, he does it quite often. I think it's because he's like task oriented, so the minute he wakes up, he's like, okay, task number 1. Start. Wait, I'm waking up again. Task number 1. Kendall says, I'm only aware of dreaming for like a moment, and then I'm back in the world, and then it changes. Rin says, those cheeks! You like them? You like those big cheeks? Kendall says, the leg is so interesting to watch. I can tell where the mouse is, but then it takes a moment for the color to just appear. Like magic. Max says, I love the cheeks and the curls. Oh, good. Kendall says, Antony got roasted toasted.
Is the lag also on YouTube?
The lag is... I don't know. I don't have the ability to check while watching or doing... By the way,
Kendall, can you check for us?
Oh my gosh, you're Antony and she's Kendall. There's nothing for me.
You know, the classic
I'm
duo.
Anna.
Anna Green Gables.
Okay.
Anna Gigi. Oh, there you go. ANNAGG. You're just all double digits. What are letters called?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this a dream? Am I dreaming right now?
Chi-Chi. You're Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball ZZ.
I want to be Gigi from Kiki.
Let's have a Kiki.
By the way, Corinne says, the teacher's bottled emotions suddenly begin to vibrate, throbbing forth and exploding in a vibrant rainbow burst, thusly censoring the withheld expletive. Wow. Poetry.
I read that fanfic.
No! I don't like it. Max said, did you have those dreams where you're another person, not just your body, but the memories, and then you wake up and this whole other one's life vanishes?
No.
Oh. I definitely had something similar where it felt like there was an entire life, and it like as you're waking up, you're like, what?
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the world?
Ooh, yeah. I remembered exactly what it was.
Oh no, what was it? Can you tell?
Well, it was like I found the love of my life, like my soulmate.
Yeah.
And it was like a slice of life dream. And at the end of it, it was like the dream was ending and I was getting like sucked into this black kind of void. And it was like that stereotypical trope of reaching for each other's hands, kind of like in Howl's Moving Castle, of like, find me in the future. And I said, I'll always remember you. And I woke up and I was like, well, yes, my life's over.
No, that's so... Like,
Mm,
but
mm.
also, I choose to believe that that is your partner that you will have for the rest of your life. That will be like, oh, I found you. There you are. That'll be it.
Yeah, I also have this memory when my mom and I went to Bridgeport Theater to go see a movie, and I saw someone like at the other side, because you know at theaters how they like you go to two separate sides depending on what section your theater is in.
Sure.
You know, they've got
Oh,
like a
yeah,
bank
yeah,
of theaters
yeah.
on the left and bank on the right and concessions in the middle. And
Indeed.
Okay, so they were on that side and I was on the other side, but I wasn't wearing glasses or something along those lines. And I was like, it was like that love at first sight thing where I was like, I'm very intrigued about that person. And
That
I
one right there.
never saw them after that. Like we locked eyes type of thing of like, there was a moment that I felt.
Find them in the future.
That was like 20 years ago.
Still.
It's weird that I still think about it.
Is it weird or is it kismet?
Should I just go back to Bridgeport every single day and be like, oh,
That's the problem, is like finding
I'm
them.
80 years old and you finally came back.
Or they've been going this whole time and they're like, hey, it's the perfect time in our lives. We're perfectly matched.
Kismet? What's Kismet?
Which is a different language for kiss me.
Is it really?
No, I have no idea what it
Uh-oh.
actually is.
Uh-oh.
It means that it's like meant to be, I believe, where it's like a
Kismet.
serendipity kind of thing.
Destiny, fate. What chance did I stand against Kismet?
Boom.
What is that? What language is the word Kismet? Arabic. Kisba. Persian. Turkish.
He's just reading up on the history of everyone.
Got it.
Got it. Nailed it. He knows all of it now. Did you learn Arabic just now?
No.
Me?
Ah. Thanks for all the appreciations on the Behance video.
Oh, are you talking about this stream video? Indeed, yes. Leave a thumbs up if you like this content. Jake, by the way, says, yes, the time toaster was such a good one. I love the Treehouse of Horror episodes because they explored some really interesting ideas because they were short and not tied to anything. The lag is also on YouTube.
Dang it.
Max says, wait, are you guys on YouTube? Yes, we are also simulcasting to YouTube. My YouTube page is just my name, Anna Daviscourt, if you want to follow along. There is slightly less of a delay, but apparently lag for what I'm painting. So sorry. Rin says, yes, to both Max, I think... Wait. Yes, to both, Max. I think the False Awakenings are also the, quote, dream within a dream. And yes, I am usually not myself in my dreams, and I rarely dream about people who are close to me. Rin, do you have an accent in your... Maybe that's where I'm getting it. Jake says, past life, for real. That's what happened. I feel like I've also had, like, dreams of alternate lives in, like, oh, if I had, like, I don't know, if I was... Well, okay, I was actually talking about this with James this morning, which is funny that you guys bring it up as well, or we got here somehow. I don't know who brought it up. But I was saying that in my dreams, I am very often not myself as in Anna, but I am... my consciousness is in someone's body, and I'm, like, watching what's happening. So I feel like, oh yeah, I'm a character in a show. Like, I am the main character I'm seeing through my eyes, but I'm not me. This world's me.
Yep, I've done that.
I feel
I'm
like
a powerful woman in a lot of my dreams.
Hell yeah, that's amazing. I love it. Please dream of that often.
I do.
What do you do? How are you powerful?
Be powerful.
Be powerful! Punch, punch!
And, yeah. I'm a Venus flytrap.
Why be a wallflower?
I mean, you could be.
A Venus flytrap. That's a Marina song. She sings it real good. Go listen.
Better than we just did.
It's called Venus Flytrap by Marina. Actually, my name's Marina. Kendall says, I have puzzle solving dreams. Just before I finish solving the puzzle, I wake up! Oh! Like a full-on adventure in Indiana Jones type of adventure and puzzles, and I always wake up before I solve the last clue. That's so sad, Kendall. Sorry. Oh, have you guys ever tried to run in a dream and you can't? Like, you're slow. I remember trying to hide from my aunt in a room full of tables, and I was like glacially slow getting there, and I was like, whoa, and she was walking in like normal, and I'm like, ugh.
Just looking at you like, oh, well, man,
There goes it again. I don't know.
I've had ones where I try to fly, but I could only jump really high.
Yes, same here. I love big jumps. Jump good.
Yeah, they're all right, but I mean, I'm trying to fly.
I
And then
mean,
I
I'm
guess
trying-
also dreams where power lines are like a big hurdle if I am like jumping or trying to fly. They're just in the way. Thank you.
I don't know what I was trying to study here as much. Oh, well, I like the way I did the curls. I think doing a thick curl in a way that's kind of chunky. Using straights and
The touch.
What?
Fabric of our lives.
The very wool. Chunk of it.
Chonk, 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 chonk it up.
Exactly. Max says, I have to focus on a project. Thank you guys for the conversation about dreams. I may come back another day. Have a great day, Max. Good luck on your project.
Bye.
Rin says, you know, I think that's a trend though. A dream where there's no true end, so we wake up unsatisfied. Metaphor for life, highlighting the human nature that never being completely satisfied. That's deep. You will never be satisfied. I think that I like that human nature is like continually looking for the new thing to get satisfaction through, or like buy or whatever. But I think that the ones in dreams are worse than real life unsatisfactory, because you're like, it's so hard to rejoin a dream, and if it doesn't finish, it just feels like, I mean, I guess it's easy to forget dreams, but it's still so unsatisfying. Oh, Max says, I'm sorry if I misspell anything. English is not my first language. Perfectly good everything that I've seen so far. I understand it all. Great job. Okay, I gotta get through here because, man, you guys are chatting. No! Ren says, I can somewhat confidently promise that I do not sound like Mrs. Doubtfire, but it's... it'd be very silly if I did. I do have an awkward... chill stream recording where you can hear my actual voice though. Oh, I gotta go listen. Oh, Jake says, I am basically convinced I was able to fly when I was a kid. That is so good. Yes. I was convinced that I was gonna learn how to fly. Like, I would figure it out. All these people who have lived before me, they just didn't try hard enough. I was gonna make individual
There was an
flight
episode
possible.
in Dragon Ball Z where Videl, I think, was her name.
That sounds familiar.
She was starting to learn how to fly, and I was like, wait, she was just a human and she could learn how to fly? Like, is that a thing I could do?
Absolutely. Yeah, just do.
I get it with the other ones because they're like Saiyans or whatever, but you could learn even if you're just like a regular human.
Just a
Sign me up.
normie? I know. Flight was always that, like, oh yeah, that's what I would do. If I could do anything. The one.
And telekinetic powers of just like, you gotta focus harder.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, what if you actually just believe it? Like, nobody else has actually believed that you do. So you just like, believe!
It didn't work.
That's what anime taught us. Kendall asks, does anyone else have the paralysis hag dream?
Excuse me?
I hate those, where you half wake up, your body hasn't yet, and your body gives you a dream to explain why you can't. Nightmares for days.
Paralysis hag. I haven't heard it called that before.
Yeah, sleep paralysis is pretty common, unfortunately, it seems like.
I think when I've heard of it, it's like a creature of sorts. I guess hag is creaturey. Maybe it could be, but it was depicted in art history as like I think a monkey sat on that person's chest and sleep paralysis. Remember that?
Big says believe it. Yeah, I do. I remember that. There was yeah, that pain. By the way, Jake and Kendall have to go, and we should probably also sign off too, but in 1 minute we have a special occasion, so I'm gonna stick around for that. Kendall says, oh wait, that reminds me of that floating dream I had once where the shoes held you down if you were happy, but if you were happy you just kept flying. That's amazing. And then I saw a short film 2 days later like that. Wait, this is the dream. Ah, so cool. And Bryn says, I have had times where I've woken up because I felt like I was falling, like falling off a rocking boat. I remember there is a word for this phenomenon, but can't remember what it is. Happy birthday time, Anthony!
Thank you! Let's sign off immediately.
Oh, okay, bye. No, I remember hearing a word for that as well, Rin, where it's like you're jarred awake, and I think it's actually when you're falling asleep too quickly. It's something about your body's response where it's like making sure that you don't pass out, which is dumb because you're trying to sleep, but our bodies do plenty of dumb. Not surprised.
Kick the red balloon.
What?
Happy birthday time.
Okay, excellent. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This has been so much fun. A chill little study stream. So today we created this little friend. And then we also have our Monstera, our Variegata Monstera. Which is, both of the images are linked in the description down below everything else. So if you ever want to use these specific images, there is a link to them. And just remember to give credit where credit is due whenever doing studies and stuff.
Because that's what credits do!
Yeah. I had so much fun, especially with this one. I feel like I love doing portraits and like goofy ones. But anyways, there's so many things to get better at in art and being people. So do whatever you can today, become a better person, a better artist, a better whatever you want. Maybe a parent, because we've talked a lot about kids and how you should treat them. Don't mimic sweatshops in middle school. I don't think that's cool. Or is that elementary school?
Middle school.
Interesting. But anyways, other than that, stick around on Behance for more streams. Hopefully we will be back on Friday. If it gets way too ridiculously hot, I don't know what's gonna happen. So just stand by for that. On Monday and Tuesday, I will be hosting Sam Peterson on Adobe Live. Get excited. I'm so excited. Sam is amazing. And also, yeah, check out Anthony's links, Kendall's links. We've got Joe is another mod usually around here, and their links are in the description as well. You can just find everything down there. A plethora of goodies. And we will see you again very soon. Have a great day. Happy Wednesday.
Tootler.
A tootler. And happy birthday time. Not anymore.
Donk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you everybody in the chat. Love you. Bye.
Bye.